Surprise, commanders! Not one, but two teams are going to be required to unlock the next legendary character. We already knew about the new Avengers, but should you start building your rebirth right now? Another character is becoming farmable next week. This one's a little bit of a surprise. And how much blitzing do you need to do next week to unlock Darkhawk and max out his event? We got all the calculations and everything else in this week's blog in this video. And if you're ready for that, Valley Club, you know what to do. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having a great day. We got a lot to review in this week's vlog, including all the calculations you need to prepare for next week's events and what you need to do to unlock the next legendary character. But if this is your first time here on the channel, hit that subscribe button for more great Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on this channel, including blog reviews, news updates, question and answer videos, everything to help your experience in Marvel Strike Force. But let's get right into this week's blog and the battle plan for October 21st through the 27th. Death Scourge is coming back next Monday, so if you don't have 7 stars on Archangel, this is your opportunity to get more stars for him. The final showcase is coming for the Pegasus team, so if you don't have them all unlocked, it is your chance to get some free stuff from this event here. So if you want to get that, that is cool. You can unlock most of these characters through their events though. Fight or Flight, this is the Blitz wins for Darkhawk. You're gonna need to win Blitz battles, open these Celestial Orb fragments, spend power cores to get this. Kestrel is going to be the Blitz character, so if you don't have this full Pegasus team built up, more opportunity for you to get shards for Kestrel. And there's another battle pass coming. Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes is going to be the featured character there, as well as Elsa Bloodstone's Monster Hunter character. We're getting a nice strike pass. This one is going to feature Iron Man Infinity War. And then there is another Werewolf Warzone battle. This is an alliance-wide milestone that you need to do with your alliance where you need to battle in war, earning these allied supply 2 orb fragments. The next week's Quick Rumble Blitz is with the symbiotes, and sometime next week, there is no date given, but Cosmo is going to be added to the Cosmic Crucible store. 600 Crucible credits. This one is a little surprising. I would have thought they would have finished the Invaders. They started to make some Invaders farmable. I would have thought they would have done that, or even went with some Crucible characters like Gwenpool or Firestar, but they're going right into this nowhere team here. Let me know how you feel about this as we talk about Zombie Juggernaut. This character is coming in. If we look at a previous calendar here, looks like the event for Zombie Juggernaut is going to start on October 30th through November 6th. And then it looks like very likely that the next month-long milestone character is going to be Ironheart, who's coming out later today. So that is when you can expect Juggernaut. What they say about him here is just like Zombie Iron Man, Zombie Juggernaut will have a limited time release, complete with an event, milestone, and offers. Once this release period ends, you won't be able to earn or purchase the shards for an extended period of time. And if we look at what happened with Zombie Iron Man, well, that was about a year, from October 2022 till now 2023 October. So if you want to get this character, you probably don't want to miss out on this event. Now, hopefully, this event is also bugged like it was for Zombie Iron Man, and we get even more shards than we're supposed to for Zombie Juggernaut. Hopefully, they didn't go back and correct this event. All right, also Iron Man, Zombie, and Hela are getting updates. They're already live in the game. This was discussed in the blog update, so I'm not going to go over too much, but this mainly gives them synergy with this new Undying team, that synergy with Juggernaut there. All right, next week's event, Fight or Flight. This is the Blitz event for Darkhawk. You're gonna score points in this event by earning Celestial Talent Orb fragments, and hopefully this is a good orb that has some guaranteed shards for Darkhawk. Hopefully it's not like this orb for Iron Man and Infinity War where you could get no shards for him, and it's just not it doesn't feel good with that. But also gonna increase your score by spending power cores, so that is going to start on the 23rd. Now, also associated with this, like most of these milestone events, is a web milestone. Now, for this, you're going to have to earn alliance credits, and this one is always a weird one. They say you can earn it through the normal donations, but you also make sure you head to the web to collect your sweet treats when this milestone goes live. So I'm not sure if that is talking about the web milestone itself or free claims from this that is going to increase what we can get from our alliance credits. So a lot of the information that we have in this blog incomplete. And looking at the chart for the Shi'ar Shriek web milestone, it does say Machine Menace here, but it does say the Celestial Talent Orb fragments. So I do think this is the correct chart. I think it's just mislabeled up here. But to score points for this, you're going to need to earn 1 alliance credit, and that is going to be 1 point. And of course, this is a 1-day event repeating 6 times, so 7 total occurrences. Now, the interesting thing here, it's very possible to get 200, 300, 400 Alliance credit points from your donations. So if we go into the donations in the game, we have 5 boxes here, and each box has 100 Alliance credits. We also have your basic donation by donating gold. You can get 10 extra. You get 60 extra with a 50 core donation and 90 extra with a 100 core donation, which means that these point totals, this 600 point total, is not totally possible. The 700 point total, not totally possible, unless, like I said, we are getting extra points from the web. And take a look at these calculations. This is a solo milestone, occurs 7 total times. And if you're getting those 600 Alliance credits every single day, that is going to get you 1,000 orb fragments per day. I'm not sure where the rest of the Alliance credits are coming from, because we need to get 700 total to max out this milestone. Doesn't look like it's possible from what I see. You can get 500 from all your donations. If you do a 50 core donation, that is 60 extra. 100 core donation, like I said, 90 extra. So one of the big questions I have, where's the extra 140 coming from, or the extra 110, depending what kind of donations you are having? And like I said, hopefully it does come from the web. Hopefully we don't have to continually donate cores and cores and cores, although that would give us some scoring for this fright or flight milestones. And taking a look at the calculations for these fright or flight milestones, every celestial talent orb fragment that you earn is going to be worth 1 point towards these milestones, and every power core that you spend during this event is going to be worth 10 points towards these milestones. And if the previous events that we've had for Blitz are any indication, you're gonna have to get these Blitz wins, and you're gonna get a different amount of fragments every Blitz win. I think the average was about 15, and a lot of times you do get that big payout of 2,000, so 1 total orb per win. But I think what I've been averaging on these events is about 2 orbs, or about 1.5 orb per rotations. For the calculations for this event, I went with 1.5 orbs. Hopefully it is a lot better than that. Now, as far as the rewards, a couple things that I probably would be pushing for is this Fanged Anklet. That is going to get you all the points for the month-long milestone event. That is our milestone 11, 76,000 points. Other thing that I see here is a 7 red star Kestrel. And if you don't already have a 7 red star Kestrel, if you score 114 points in this milestones, then you can get a 7 red star Kestrel. A lot of other Darkhawk shards here, a lot of other great rewards here, but it's just unclear at this point how much blitzing you have to do because there's a big number that we don't know. But looking at the calculations that we do know, again, this is a 7-day milestone. Milestone 11 and 14 are some pretty big, important milestones that you have to hit. Now, we're using the assumption of 1.5 orbs per rotation. Like I said, normally I'm getting about 2 orbs rotation from the past few Blitz events like this, but we're going to use the low end here. So assuming this, and this is a big assumption, guys, we may be getting some really bad drop rates and only getting 1 orb per rotation, but assuming 1.5, if you do 4 rotations per day, that is going to give you about 84,000 points. That's going to get you to milestone 11. 6 rotations per day based on the same point totals. Well, that is going to get you 126,000 points. That gets you milestone 14. That's going to get you the 7 red Kestrel. And if you are doing 8 rotations per day, and hopefully this is a 1-hour Blitz cooldown, that is something that's not been known either. You're doing your full 8 rotations per day. That is going to get you 168,000 points. That is going to get you to milestone 16. So hopefully these numbers work out. Hopefully it's a very friendly event, but like I said, there's a lot that we don't know yet about this event. Let's go back to the blog and look at the Alliance milestone that is also coming next week. This one is starting on October 26th. And for this, you're going to need to battle an Alliance war and earning allies supply 2 orb fragments from ally donation box and free claims. Looking at this, looks very similar to the last werewolf milestone that we've had for war, except there's a limit here, which means that 10 attacks per every Alliance member is going to get you to this limit. The previous one, you could have went in and lost on one team over and over and over, and you could have still won the war and maxed out these milestones. Unfortunately, Scopely put a limit on this one. So there's only a certain amount that we could do, but every war battle is going to be worth 1,000 points. It's going to be a 4-day milestones. That is 2 wars that you could do. And you're obviously going to get even more points than I have in these calculations because it is unknown how many allies supply 2 orb fragments you could get. But looking at the calculations that I have so far, 4-day milestone. Milestone 12 is where you're going to get all the cat's heads amulets. So as long as you do that, you've done the bare minimum this. But 10 attacks, 24 Alliance members, 2 wars, 1,000 points per attack. That is 480,000 points. that is at the limit already. So just getting to that limit will get you to milestone 14, get you all these cat head amulets, and any allies applied to orb fragments that you get from your alliance is going to get you even further than that. So pretty simple milestone in my opinion, pretty easy. And like I said, the quick rumble blitz next week is going to be for the symbiotes. That is going to happen next Friday, October 27th. And it is Friday, so there's a free claim on the web. Hopefully it's there right now. If all this stuff is not there, make sure you're checking back before it goes away, because sometimes they're a little late and people miss some of these free shards there. So campaign energy, arc reactor orb fragments, hopefully get lucky and get some Iron Man Infinity War shards in there, some cat head amulets for the month-long milestone, and Ironheart Mark II, get your first shards for. Make sure that these are on the web. They should be there. They're not there at resets, which sometimes they're not. Make sure you check later. All right, the next legendary and trials, the big moment you've all been waiting for. You need powerful squads of Avengers and or Rebirth for difficulty 5 through 7. However, if you're going difficulty 8 and above, major rewards, you need both teams. This mission will call for each trait individually. So there are some positives and negatives to this. I know there's a major negative having to build 2 teams for a legendary. This is the first time that we've had to do that. So that is a major negative. And the Rebirth is a raid team, and they're one of the first teams in the incursion raids. So when the next raid comes, they're more than likely to be one of the first few teams that are replaced. So their shelf life of the Rebirth, hopefully it lasts longer. So that is a negative. As far as the positives, like I mentioned, you already have Rebirth and you don't want to build the new Avengers and you are only doing difficulty 5 through 7. Well, you can get the unlock for the next legendary character without building your new Avengers. If you want that big next legendary, you probably have to build 2 teams. But if you're just looking for the unlock, you don't need to invest in the new Avengers at all. And I think that is a good thing. And I think this is a good thing for newer players, because some of these easier difficulties, hopefully you already have your Rebirth done. You could just go through these easier difficulties. No need to even invest in these new Avengers. So yes, it can be very tempting to focus on the negatives here. And I do think there are some major negatives, but hopefully the positives outweigh that. I think this is going to be a test to see what the community's reaction is. So let me know your reaction to this down below in the comments. Let the devs know your reaction to this as well. If you want to see more legendary events structured like this, or you don't like this. Next, the Project Pegasus bonus event. I think they're just reminding us that it's still going on. I don't think they're describing a new event here. In the game right now, you got some good rewards for this challenges. You got some catalysts here, some good stuff there. And if you are going to that bonus difficulty and you do have these characters unlocked, well, Infinity War, Iron Man, Darkhawk, and Ironheart, well, you can get some nice gear 18 pieces on these final 3 missions. You wouldn't need to have all 3 of these characters unlocked for that. And if you are doing this free to play, well, I don't think you're going to have enough time before the month-long milestone events ends. It's going to end before these 21 days are up. But if you are already have Iron Man Infinity War unlocked and are going to get that Darkhawk unlocked through the Blitz event, if you do purchase Mark II version of Ironheart, you can do these final couple nodes and get some bonus gear 18 pieces if that's something that is important to you. Next character in Strike Pass, like I said, Iron Man and Infinity War. Next character in the Battle Pass is Robbie Reyes. The Strike Pass is coming on the 25th of October. The Battle Pass is coming on the 23rd of October. Golden Dimension is still going on. So if you want to do these whale stones in a game, spend at least 6 million to qualify for this and make sure you get inside that top 25 to get some of these costume credits. You can do that. It is very expensive. I would not recommend most players shooting for this unless you have an abundance of gold that you don't know what to spend. And as usual, every blog review, everything in the blog is subject to change. So everything that we said in this video is subject to change as well. Thanks for watching though, guys. Good luck with your blitzing next week for Darkhawk and his event. Good luck with unlocking the next legendary. Hopefully that decision to have 2 teams be required for the high level unlocks doesn't affect too many players. Hopefully the players that it would affect already have the Rebirth built up, so it doesn't matter too much. But that is it though, guys. Thanks for watching. If this video did help you, leave it a like. It is free for you and it definitely supports the channel. And if you want to check out what are the best free-to-play characters to farm right now, make sure you check out the video up there. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk Fist Bump ValleyFlyin out.